Hey guys, so here's another battery, lithium battery that the client brought. So what's wrong with this is it's only showing 3.2 volts. This is a 36 volt battery, so it should minimum be around 33 volts, even fully drained. So this one is showing like 3.2. So looks visually looks fine. No burned ICs, no burned MOSFETs, resistors, or anything like that. It looks pretty clean. I just took it off from this sleeve. So if what I noticed is right away is if you press this area, just look at it. So once I press this, you see 40.5 volts. So if I remove it, 3.3 volts. So that indicates there's something wrong with the wires here or these tabs. So this is B plus tab, this is B minus, could be one of these tabs too, could be one of these wires as well. So regardless, the common problem with these batteries are these tabs coming from underneath the board, going around, and they are spot welded on the board. So what happens with all the vibration of the bike, cannot focus for whatever reason, this part, I'll show you, like this part, oh, where is it? The part and right underneath there, it gets broken because the metal, if it keeps shaking, it will tear itself apart. So once I press it, it will make connection, and then once I take my hand off, so not this one though, but this here. So that's what I'm guessing is happening. So either one of this tab, or this tab, or could be somewhere in underneath this glue. The soldering came off of the wire, or the tabs, one of the tabs is broken. So I'm gonna have to check if one of these tabs look broken anywhere. Let's see if I can focus. Okay, well, I don't have enough light, but this one seems okay. Let me just turn around and see if something's wrong here. Okay, not enough light. Let's see if I can turn the light on. Okay, so this one seems okay. I may have to take the board off a little bit. I usually see cracks on these tabs. This one is just a wire coming from there. So this one is doesn't look like an issue, but I'm pretty sure one of these tabs are just broken. Okay, I want to focus. This one looks okay here, but I may have to take the board off to see if it's actually... Let me just take this glue off just in case, because I'm gonna have to resolder it anyway. So yeah, let me just open it up and get back to you. Okay, so after inspecting this battery, what I usually do as a checklist, I put the terminals of my voltmeter point to point. So this is main minus, this is the first cell, so that would be the plus. So I'll put my minus there, I'll put my plus there, and it will show the voltage of the cell from there to there, there to there. So like so this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, 5, and all the way till 10 here. So this is 36 volt battery, so 10 cells in series. So right now it's showing 3.3 volts because the BMS of course is and is fluctuating as I showed you guys. When I press area of the BMS, it just goes to 44. So that indicates something is touching when I push the board. So after inspecting all the tabs, these is tabs, not the ones soldered. I already checked those as well, but the tabs are the main cause of usually the fault, because these tabs are metallic, and after all the vibrations they tend to break. So this one, if you notice, if I can just turn my light on, you see it's broken right there, if you can guys see it. Come on, focus. So this one, every time I press it, it makes a contact and it gives 42 volts. But when it's not making contact, it shows 3.3, because BMS, of course, is getting 42 volts here, but one of the cell is not getting the voltage. So BMS will just, of course, will just show whatever it's designed with. So this, in this case, 3.3 volts or 3.2 volts, something like that. So I'm gonna solder this part to this part, so from top to bottom, so make a connection, and then that will hopefully fix the issue. So let me solder it and see what happens. So as expected, as soon as I soldered the terminal, the voltage goes to 40.5. There you go. That fixes the problem. Easy fix. It was just finding the tab, and easy way was just, yeah, once you get the voltage low and cell seems to be okay, no leakage, no rust, MOSFETs and the resistors seems to be okay, visually at least, just go cell to cell. So if one cell is showing 0, that means, okay, either you check that term. So I checked that, and actually I resoldered it. I didn't have to, but I resoldered it. And then as soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh, there you go, the strip is broken. So so that one, so I fixed it, and now the voltage is showing fine, and whatever I do is fine, no issues. There you go, that fixes the problem. See you on the next project. So before I close on these kind of batteries, what I usually do, I just solder all the terminals, all the metal terminals, you know, from top to bottom, just as a prevention of a future breakage. It probably will not stop it, but at least it will prevent it a little bit. So all the connections, I solder. So you see, there's a solder right there. So this one was the one that was broken, so I soldered really good from top to bottom, and that's the last positive. So of course it will not stop it, but it will at least protect it a little bit. You know, since the battery is already open, so why not? So that's a little goodwill for the customer from my side. So okay, guys, so here's another battery client brought to fix. This one is showing 0.5 or 6 volts. Don't know what's going on, and let's open it and see what's going on. Okay, so after opening it, just like I expected, one of the strips of the battery terminal is broken. So this is main negative to first positive, from here to here says the second cells, from here to here third cell, and on, and then it goes back to the main positive again. So again, this 36 volt battery, and if you notice right there, it's broken. So this is again, just like the last video, this is very common problem of these batteries. The strip gets broken, so I'm just gonna solder it, and probably that will fix the problem. What I'll do on this one, actually, I'll remove the board and get the wire. So these, okay, so this main positive, this main positive and this main negative is the one where all the power comes from to the BMS, and you know, and then to these wires of to the motor or controller. So these ones are not to all these connections are not for power. This is just a voltage of the cell. So even if it looks like it's a very thick strip, this one doesn't give power. This one only gives information to the BMS, how much voltage of this series of cell is carrying. So this one, even if I put a very thin wire, it will still be okay. All these connections between the main, not the main negative and main positive, but the rest can be very thin wire, just like this one. So this main connection is here. It's a very thin wire coming up to the BMS and is soldered here by the company. So this one, of course, cannot take much amps. So because it doesn't need to, it's just information wire. So balancing wire, what they call it. So I'm gonna, because this one is there's no wire, so this one probably is much safer. No, not safer. In terms of not it's not gonna get broken easily compared to this metal strip, because all the vibration on the scooter, this one will get broken first compared to the wire. Wire, of course, is more flexible. Metal is not. So what we need to do is just solder a wire from the terminal of the battery to this terminal on the BMS. So let's do that and fix this battery. If you're doing it for yourself, again, this is for information or entertainment purposes only. If you're doing it yourself, just to let you know that these you can just solder it back and then it will work. But since it's for the client, I don't want them to keep coming back, so I'm gonna try to put a wire and then put it to the BMS from the cell. So let's okay, so that's what I ended up doing. Instead of removing the board, I just put a wire from where's the wire? So from the broken part, which is close to the battery, and I put a wire to the terminal. As soon as I did that, I put my prongs and look at the voltage, 36.4. So that proves that, okay, that terminal was broken. I'm gonna do the same thing to the rest of the terminals, the metal strip terminals, to prevent it, hopefully, for the future breakage of the other terminals. So let's do that and back it up. Okay, so finished up all the wires soldering to the terminals. This, there, and there. Hopefully now it will not cause any further issues. Actually, I should solder between the terminals there as well. I missed it. So I'll finish that and I'll pack this one up, and as you can see, the voltage is showing 36.4, which still needs to be charged, so it'll be 42 or close to it. All right, that's how you fix these kind of batteries.